Hello, welcome. Shortcake here. Today we're getting into hawks. So I am completely fresh faced. So nothing. I haven't even got primer on yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is put his contact lenses in. I use Avatar Yellow, which is again from TTDI. Funny story about these. I actually have had these for a long time. These are newer ones because I accidentally split my old ones, which it happens. So I replaced them as soon as it happened. But these are the newer ones. So I haven't actually worn these ones yet because they only turned up a couple of days ago. So I left them in their solution for 48 hours before I even used them. So again, as I said earlier with my Bakugo one, I don't actually touch the lenses with my bare hands if I can help it. I do clean my hands just in case I have to. But again, they come in solution like this. If you can see without me spilling it. There you go. And I did spill a bit of it. So yeah, I use this again with the silicone at the top. And then I have my little I want to call it a plunger, but it's not like a plunger, but it looks like one. But it's not sticky like a plunger, so nothing actually sticks to it. And then I place it on like this, position it where I want it. Okay, and I hold my bottom eyelid down, chin in, look up, and just place it on. Whoop! Sometimes it's not going to go on straight away, and I caught it that time. And then I just massage and position it, and a lot of blinks. So yeah, I absolutely love these lenses. There are different types of yellow lenses and golden lenses you can wear for hawks. I just like these ones because I've got very, very blue eyes, as you can see. So I like how vibrant these are. These really show out against my blue eyes. I think sometimes with coloured contact lenses, some of them are like, it took me a long time to find a pair of grey contact lenses for my Levi cosplay. Just because of how blue my eye is, I found it so hard to find a grey that actually looked grey on my eyes. As you can see, I've already got Hawks' top on already. This is already part of the cosplay outfit. And again, I just hold my bottom eyelid down. And I moved the contact lens a little bit on this plunger thing, so I'm going to move it back into the middle. And again, I just blink and massage it into place. There we go. There we go. All right. So yeah, I'm going to start with primer. I always prime my skin before I do makeup, especially the amount of makeup I use for cosplay. I always prime my skin because I get spots like everybody else. So the primer I've been using lately, which is an old school primer that I used to use when I was younger, and I've always liked it, which is Baby Skin by Maybelline. I do like Maybelline as a brand, to be honest with you. And it just erases any pores, any blemishes, things like that. But it's really good, and it's a little bit tacky, which is what I like, because the foundation, if you got a tacky primer on, foundation sticks really, really well to it. I've already moisturised my skin. I moisturised before I started, so this video will be a bit longer than my Bakugo one, just because Hawks does involve a little bit more makeup, just because of the beard and the eyebrows and stuff like that. That tends to be the most for his makeup, basically. But yeah, so I'm going to do some Hawk stuff today. I might be doing Dubby later in the evening, just because I find with Dubby I prefer to do it in the evening when it's actually just a bit darker in the day, just because I can muck about with different lights. I can use, I've got a little light connected to my ring light, and when I turn it on, which for example I'm going to turn it on now, so it'd be very bright for a second, it gets a lot brighter, and then I can change the colours So there's the red, there's the green, there's the kind of like pinky blue. I don't use this one often. There's like a yellowy kind of colour, which I like this one. Pink. And then we got the darker blue, which I use for Dabby. And I might actually keep that big light on just because it's really showing my skin a lot better for the makeup. But I have it connected onto the side of my ring light, so a lot of people are going, oh, I really like the lighting in your video, and I'm like, oh, thank you. It's literally, it is that. And then I've got my LED lights that are on my wall, which I haven't been using much lately. I use them more to show off my fan art and things like that than anything else. So yeah, I love this primer because again, it's a little bit tacky, which again, foundation sticks really well to tacky primer. For me, it does anyway. And I always put a bit of primer on my neck as well, because I usually put foundation on my neck and near my ears. So I tend to just blend it all in and massage it all around. Right, foundation. So I'm using that Maybelline 24-hour one, this one, which awesome. It's worth it. I can't remember how much it was. I think it was literally like £12 or something, and it's so good coverage. I got two colours. I got this one and I got a really lighter version of it because I do use a little bit of fake tan sometimes, so usually my foundations differ between light and darker colours depending whether I've got fake tan on or not. I have got a little bit of fake tan on, but nothing extreme. So depending on the time of year and things like that will depend on what one I'm going to use. And this is so good at covering up everything. It just makes your skin look so polished. It really does. And you see, I still got that little bit of a sore lip, so I'm trying to cover it. It's better than what it was, which is good. It was basically a really, really bad spot, like really bad spot. And, you know, of course I'm going to wear a mask and things like that because we all have to right now. And I understand that completely. But where I have to wear a mask at work for so long, my skin just hates it. So I've been avoiding wearing makeup for work for a long time now. I've just stopped completely wearing makeup. So yeah, I'm just using a normal foundation brush and then I'm literally just brushing it in. I used to use like a what are they called, the egg shaped things to put makeup on, but I found because of my face shape I couldn't get in like the corner of my eyes and things like that with them. I found it very, very difficult, and I just prefer the brush. The brush just gives so much better coverage for me anyway, but some people don't like using a brush, which is absolutely fine for them as well. So when I do Hawks, I tend to do his like little beard first and his eyebrows first before I go on to any other part of the makeup. Oh, well, after I've done the foundation, that is. And then I contour a lot for Hawks. I do contour quite a lot for him. There we go. But yeah, I hope everybody's well, everybody's good, everybody's keeping safe, which is good. I need my eyebrow brush, which I used yesterday because I did a cosplay yesterday. I did two actually yesterday. I was really like in the mood to cosplay yesterday. So, aha! So this is just a normal eyebrow with a little spoolie. Spoolie? Are they what they call spoolie? I can never say that word right. But yeah, I love the coverage of this. Like, look at that. Apart from that bit there, I've just noticed that bit. It's such good coverage. And one thing I do like about that foundation is, as you saw with the brush, I go right up to the hairline. It doesn't really do anything. Like I've used foundation before, and once I get to here to my hairline, my big forehead, I usually found it changed my hair colour a little bit, which I hated that. Especially when I had lighter blue hair, I hated it. Now I find that with this, it really doesn't. It just stays on the skin, and I love it, and it just feels nice as well because it's very feels like velvet. Just feels really, really nice. Really, 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 really soft. Right, so with this, I'm using my brow palette again. I love this little palette. And I'm probably going to do his beard. And I use this to do the beard as well. I use that to do the shape. So I'm probably going to use this lighter colour here for now. And I might go in with the darker in a minute, just to blend it all. But first things first is the brows. So with Hawk's brows, I tend to go right up to the bridge of the nose. So I go right up here, basically. And I kind of arch it down a little bit. Because his eyebrows kind of remind me of like an owl. Where they kind of like go in a little bit. Or they're thinner and then get thicker. But yeah, I absolutely love this brow palette just because I do. My eyebrows are very dark at the moment. I did dye them not that long ago, or tinted them. So I might have to go over with a bit of the darker brown just to blend it in with my eyebrow. But yeah, I go in like that, see? And then I do the kind of arch down. I am still very new to cosplaying Hawks. I always said that I wasn't going to cosplay Hawks, not because I didn't like him as a character. He's like my second favourite My Hero Academia character, especially now with recent events. Again, I'm not going to say what because of spoilers, but the reason I said I wasn't going to cosplay him was just because of how expensive the cosplay is, and I am a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to cosplaying. I've learnt that the more that I do it, I want to make it as perfect as possible, which isn't great for you really, because there are times that I'm like, I really want to cosplay that character, and then I look at it like how much it would be, and I'm just like, oh no, you know. I even talk to people about characters I want to cosplay, and it's just, I will do them eventually, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I'm a little bit impatient as well, so I kind of want to do them as soon as possible. So his eyebrows are kind of like a brownish, blondish colour. Again, as I said with my Bakugo cosplay, blonde doesn't come out well on me, even though I am naturally blonde. So I tend to use this very lighter brown and things like that. Right, and he has these kind of like little flicks on his eyebrows, which are part of his eyebrows. Again, reminds me of an owl. So I'm going to do them now, and I tend to start sort of about here. And I just do little flicks like that. And then again, I'll go over it at the end. Like that. Like that. I usually do about four little flicks. And then I do a little one at the end like that. And then I just fill in anything that I've missed, which I can see I've missed a little bit here. I don't use much eyeshadow for Hawks actually. I used to use like an orangey colour, and then I found it made him, I don't know, it looked too pretty in my opinion. And I'm trying to get, they don't have to match perfectly. They can be sisters, not twins, if that makes sense. For me anyway, I like that kind of like a ruffled, like this one here. I always struggle getting this one here done perfectly. And then again, I'll just do a little bit on the corner like that. There we go. And then I'll go over with the darker now, just to blend it in more with the eyebrows so it matches colour wise. There we go. So yeah, it's just tiny little flicks. But yeah, I tend to do the eyebrows and the beard first before I go on to anything else. But yeah, I absolutely love these yellow lenses. They just make my eyes look so like, who? Who? Like very alert and very, you know, awake. I've got the ones I use for Dabby are the blue versions of these. They're pure aqua, I think they're called, and I love them for Dabby, just because again it makes his eyes are so blue. it just makes that blue come, especially with the dark makeup and the kind of purple brownish colours under the eyes. It really does make it stand out. But yeah, beard. Right, so with Hawks, he has these kind of like triangles. So he has one like triangle here and then some more here. I used to kind of like tap it on, and I didn't like that look. I like it to look quite like somebody's drawn it on me, and that's just my personal preference of it. Doesn't mean it's wrong or right, it's just the way, again, the way I prefer to do it. So again, I'm going to start with the lighter colour and then probably blend with the darker. So this part, I literally just go like that. And then like that. And then I tilt my head up and then I go like that. Because when I contour, it will go in a lot better. And then this part, I kind of curve it a little bit. So I literally go like that. And then like that. And again, I tilt my head up. And I go like that. And then I do the same on the other side. There you go. And then I blend with the same colour I've just used, which is the lighter colour. And I kind of just fill it in a little bit. In a way, I don't mind so much if this bit looks smudgy, because it's supposed to be a beard. So it's not supposed to be like, you know, dead straight and stuff like that. And then again, I'll go over the darker colour when I'm done. But yeah, I'll be putting on the whole cosplay today. So I'll be putting on the jacket with the wings, the wig, the whole shebang, the goggles, everything. So you can see what it looks like in the end. Yeah, funny story with this cosplay. Again, as I said, I wasn't planning on doing it. Just because of the price on Hawk's cosplay isn't cheap. And I still haven't got the proper wings for him, and that is something I'm planning on getting in the future. I'm kind of got like smaller, cheaper versions at the moment, but I will be getting a better version of it. It's already in my wish list. I found a pair of wings that are like the perfect size. The only problem is they're not red. They are white, or like a bluish white. And then I've got like some red spray paint that you can use, which I've used before and I know it's good stuff, in my wish list as well. So I'm planning on getting them in the future at some point, and then just going in my garden and spray painting the wings. Right, so that's it for the beard and the eyebrows. Oh, getting stuff on me. Contouring now. So contouring is now what I'm going to do. So I'll put my brow palette there. So again, I start with a darker colour. I always start with this darker colour just to make everything look more like this. And then I blend it, and then I go in with the lighter colour as well. So I need a good contouring brush. So this would do. It's got a little bit of an arch to it, which is quite nice. So yeah, again, I look for that shadow. With Hawks though, what I do, because again, he has a beard, I come forward a bit more. So I come forward a bit more here, and I just go higher up like this. And then I kind of go down like that. So it all connects quite nicely. Near my dog barking in the background. Something's going on downstairs. I don't know what. But it's okay because there's people down there. So, and again, I come forward a bit and then I just go. Put a little spot there, and there we go. So yeah, I did it just to make that like the beard look, basically. I've noticed lately, every time I cosplay Hawks, something about the makeup is a little bit different. I've noticed that lately. Every time I rewatch my videos and stuff, I do notice things do look a little bit different. So again, I do a bit on the Cupid's bow, which is here. This is something I never used to do before, and it definitely makes a difference when you're cosplaying a male character, especially if you are female or you got a feminine face, because I don't know why, it just makes it look more like a man, if that makes sense. And yeah, then the nose. So again, I just do here and I connect it onto that eyebrow. And I go down like that. And I do the same here, connect it onto that eyebrow. And I go out. And I'm going to do that corner like I did before, my buckago, just because, again, such good coverage, it's covered up my nose lines. So I go like that. There we go. And then this part. So I suck in like that. This bit I do quite lighter. I just go like this. I don't go too extreme. I do the same here. There we go. Eyeliner. So eyeliner with Hawks. His eyeliner is so unique. I love the way his eyeliner looks because it literally is a big little upwards flick, and then there's the little bits in the corner and then a bit underneath, which I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So I use, again, just a normal gel eyeliner. I go up with the flick, more so than what I would normally do. And then I just connect it all. Like so. He has such unique eyeliner, but I absolutely live for it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll do the other bits in a minute. I always struggle with this eye. I think it's just this eye doesn't like it so much. And I'm bound to get eyeliner on my finger because I just did. There we go. There we go. Right, so connecting it now. So what I tend to do is I get most of the gel liquid off because I don't like this bit so thick, because this is going more towards the inner part of my eye. And I do it very, very thin, like that. Enough so it shows, but not so much that, so it shows like that. But not so thick in that inner corner. And I do the same for the other eye. I will be contouring the eyes as well, but I wanted to get this eyeliner done first. Got a bit there. There we go. So yeah. So that's how I kind of do it. I need to fill this bit in though, because it's not as dark, and I want this bit darker. There we go. And do the same with that side. There we go. So again, I'm very new to cosplaying Hawk, so everyone has their own way of doing it and things like that, which is absolutely fine. Right, so what I do with the bottom part, I do like a little black bit of eyeliner in the bottom, but I get it like a little bit in the middle, so I don't touch that corner bit, and I don't touch the other corner side. So I kind of just go like this, and I do it as close to the lash line as I can. So it's like that. So there's a little bit of a gap between each bit, and I do the same on that side. So it's like that. So you can see that tiny little gap just there and just there. The gap's a bit smaller on that side, but it's absolutely fine. With the corner parts, this part I used to find so hard to do, but I've learnt a tip to doing it. So I'm going to do like a little tiny triangle in that corner. So what I do is I just go like this. It doesn't have to be completely perfect. And I just put it down like that. So we have that. So you see that difference with that little corner. So the eye looks more of like this kind of shape rather than a normal eye shape. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. I can never seem to get them to match 100%, and I bet this time I'm going to be able to do it because I said I can't normally get to do it. And I do need to fill that in a little bit better. Smudged it a bit, but that's okay. It's okay if you smudge. Absolutely fine. So there we go. And then I'm going to do the same on this side, make it look more intense, because his eyeliner is very intense, but I live for it. There we go. Oh, and I do my little lines that we've talked about in the past. So I use a gel eyeliner for this bit because it's just easier because of that little point at the end. It's just so much easier. So for this, I close my mouth. And I go like that. There you go. Cool. Right, okay. Blending now. So, contouring of the eyes first. So, contouring of the eyes, very similar to Bakugo. I use that lighter colour just there. That one there. And I want a brush. This one is pretty good for contouring the eyes. So it's just like a normal flat brush. And then I go in this corner here again like I did before. And I blend it all the way up to the eyebrow. Like that. And I do the same on this side. There we go. I really like Hawks as a character. I find him very cheeky. A lot of people ask me what my kins are, and kins as a meaning basically means characters you associate your personality with. So for me, I have a mixture of 3, especially for My Hero Academia. So Bakugo is definitely one. When I get angry, I get very angry, but I very rarely get angry, so that's why it's a mixture of 3. Again, I'm just using my very light bronzer just to blend everything. I usually do go over the beard after I've blended. Yeah, so my second one would be Hawks, that I kin myself with. Cheeky. You know, that's something I find I definitely am. Sometimes cheeky for my own, for my own good. And I'm just gonna blend that nose stuff in. There we go. And then I'll go over the beard and everything in a moment. But yeah, I definitely, and last one would be Dubby, that I kin myself with. Mainly reason is he's very quiet and he doesn't speak much. And when he does, you listen, basically. But I do find that with Dubby, I definitely king myself with him more because, one, his style. I've got a very similar style to Dubby. I like a lot of dark clothing, sort of emo kind of clothing, goth kind of clothing. I like the music as well. Like, I'm very much a punkish. I would say I'm more punk than emo, but yeah. And but yeah, I definitely do king myself with Dubby, Hawks, and Bakugo. Bakugo, again, I don't get angry often, but when I do, I'm very vocal. Vocal? I think that's the word. I basically make people know that I'm angry, basically. Hawks, cheeky, the cheeky side of him. A little bit of the secretive side of him. Like, I only tell people things. I am very much an open book. You can ask me anything, but I will only tell you things that I want you to know. I'm not going to spill my whole life story to people and things like that. So, coffee. Right, highlighter. With Hawks, again, I use that little bit of a darker colour mixed with a lighter colour again, just because of that golden kind of vibe, and I love that. So I'm going to use a highlighting brush, and I'm going to use a different one today. So today I'm going to use maybe a littler one, so just something like this, little fluffy brush. So I'm going to start with the dark, go over with the light. So I do end of my nose, like this, Cupid's bow, like that, and then I dab tiny bit on here, tiny bit on there, and I literally dab it, and then on the eyebrow I do a little bit on the eyebrow as well, so I just go like this, and then like that, just to make those ends of those eyebrows look a bit glowy. And then I was going to do the corner of my eyes, but I'm not going to today because of that, the little ticks that I have. So but yeah, this, then I go over with the lighter because it's a bit too orange otherwise. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I just do that part of my eyebrow, just that part where my eyebrow arches down. And then I go like that. Okay. Mascara. Which I actually forgot to grab, so bear with me 1 second. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this cosplay, again, was a gift, actually. Somebody bought it for me off my wish list. I do know who, but I'm not going to say because they wanted to stay anonymous. Absolutely fine. But I did send them a message to say thank you and stuff. I already had the wig, so I was like, I ordered the wig just off of impulse ages ago. There you go. I don't go too heavy with the mascara because obviously, well, he's got his eyeliner. I try not to go too like with the mascara. I just do it very light. Blend that in a little bit better. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put the wig on first, then the jacket and the wings, and then we're pretty much done. And the goggles, and then we're done. The goggles I do last. So with the wig, which I have here, I like the colour of his hair as well. It's not completely blonde. It's like a weird kind of dark, like dirty blonde, and I like that. I like the dirty blonde look. So again, I'm going to move it down like I did before. So there's his wig here, which I love. I just love how floofy it is, and obviously when I got it on my head, I do floof it up more. I love it. I really do. So he has this bit that kind of, which I like having, which is this, where is it? This bit here that kind of comes down like a little side fringe. So when I put it on, again, that part goes at the back, and I've tightened it to fit my head, that part at the front. So I put my head down, again, lucky I've got short hair, so it doesn't get in the way. And then I aim for the middle, and then I move it when I've got it on my head to adjust it how I want it. So I will show you in a moment how I do that. So I go over the ears, like so. And then I do it about here. And then I tuck my ears out. He has quite long side partings as well, which I love. But this is why I use bobby pins, because of the wig just doesn't like it. So I move it, so this bit comes down like that. And then I use the bobby pins and I just place them like so. I feel like I've got a bit stuck under there. There we go. But this bit I kind of just put over like that. And then when I've bobby pinned it all, I ruffle it and I get it how I want it. There isn't much hairspray in this. It's pretty standard, normal. There's only a little bit, just a little bit to keep these bits, to keep these bits going this way, because his hair kind of slicks back like this, which I love. And I've got a bit of hair there. There we go. One thing I do notice about this wig, the little strands of hair sometimes come forward and it annoys me a little bit. So bobby pins. So I use like a blonde, like a dark blondish kind of colour bobby pin, which I've got here. Sometimes I use more than one on each side, but we will see. Because sometimes I have to give it a couple of goes to get it. Because I don't like the bobby pins being on show, but sometimes it can't be helped. And then I do that. Let's just cover that up. So there's one. Just move it all that way. There we go. And I do the same with this side. Always map that side up. Yeah, see, mucked it up. I missed the bit I wanted to stick down. So, I remember once I did do a cosplay of somebody and they had a similar hairstyle to this. And I did the bobby pins so hard that when I was at a convention, I got a really bad headache. And I was like, why have I got such a headache? And it wasn't anything to do with like how tight the wig was or anything. I just realised I had the bobby pins digging into my skull. And I was like, ow, ow, throughout the whole day. See that? That's not right. That should match that. It's far too, that and that. So this is where we just trial and error. As I said, I am new. There it is, to cosplaying hawks. That's better. So it's this little part here that I wanted, and I need to move it a bit more that way. There we go. And down a bit more. So yeah, I always find that with wigs with me sometimes. Sometimes wigs just don't, on this side of my head, they just don't do what I want them to do. If that makes sense. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's my bobby pin. Okay. Here we go. And then, like I said, I like this bit to kind of come forward and the rest to kind of go back. And then I just zhuzz it. I call it zhuzzing. I just go like this. And I just zhuzz it. Right. Jacket and wings now, and then goggles, and we are done. So, the jacket. I love his jacket. Right, his jacket. I'm going to move back a bit so you guys can see. But his jacket, I just love it. I just love the jacket itself. But his jacket has these bits on the back. So when I put the wings on, you can't see the straps or anything, which is very, very handy. Because that was one thing that did annoy me when I first started cosplaying him, was you could see the straps. And it used to really bug me. So that's his jacket here, which I absolutely love his jacket. It's just such a, I don't know, I love it. I could just, oh, I do enjoy his jacket a lot. Right, so with the wings, as I said, I haven't got the proper wings. I've got like the cheaper versions, but these are just some cheap wings that I got, which, to be honest, they're falling apart a little bit now, so I do need to sort them out a little bit. But these are his wings here. Okay, here we go. I put them on upside down because I like to have the points showing at the end, because his wings are very big and pointy at the top, and obviously until I can afford the proper ones, which are like that, they're huge, they come up to like here, I put it on upside down. So what I do is I have the jacket, turn it this way so the straps go like that. Okay, I might lower it so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. And then I get a strap, which is this one. I put it through that hole that we were talking about with a zip, like that. And I do the same on the other side. And then when I put it on, I can adjust it better and things like that. And then I flip it. So it's like that. And then I put the jacket on. So this is the fun part now, because this is where everything goes everywhere. Ugh. So the straps are kind of on, but they're all over the place. So what I do is I sort the straps out like that and like that. And then I sort out where the wigs are I want them. Do a little shuffle, do a little bird dance, and then we are good. And then I can move them how I want them. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I like it because you can't see the straps, so there's no straps here, and I love that. And then his collar's kind of up like this. And then I do have the trousers and the belt for him as well, but I'm not going to bother with that today. I'm just going to do that. That's more for when I'm like out and about in him and in his cosplay, sorry. Right, goggles. So I have the goggles for him as well. These are ones that I got off Amazon, which are just like normal yellow safety glasses that people wear, like safety work glasses. And then I just put them on. I put them over the hair, so as you can see, and it just sits on my nose like that. And yeah, this be Hawks. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I am going to, like I said, I am planning on getting the proper wings, so we will see a wing update at some point. Again, I couldn't get them in red. I could only get them in like a bluish, kind of whitish colour, but then I can spray paint them and things like that, so that's not too much of an issue. But yeah, I absolutely love Hawks. Hawks is definitely becoming my second. Well, he is my second. It used to be Bakugo, but now Hawks is definitely my second. Dubby always has a special place in my heart. He was my first villain cosplay, and he was my favourite cosplay. He was my favourite character. When I first saw him appear on My Hero Academia, I was smitten with him straight away. And I wanted to cosplay him as soon as possible, to the point that I had no patience at all when it came to cosplaying him. I didn't have any of the face paints, not even the costume. I had a black shirt and a white t-shirt and purple eyeshadow. I didn't even have blue contact lenses when I first cosplayed him, and a very cheap black wig, which I just cut a lot of hair off and spiked it up as much as possible. But yeah, Hawks is definitely becoming another favourite character of mine. I love the fact that he's a hero, obviously, he's the number 2 hero, but I also love the fact that he, again, I don't want to put spoilers, but he will do what needs to be done regardless, and I love that about Hawks, I really do. So yeah, this is pretty much it. This is it for the look. Basically, got goggles, got wings. Wings, I said, aren't great, not the right size, but I'm happy with them for now until I can afford the proper ones, which I will be doing soon. But yeah, this is it. So I'm probably, again, going to take some photos, make some videos. I'm thinking about doing a video where I have Hawks and Dubby in the same video, which I'm going to work out how to do that with editing, which I'm sure I will. So I might be getting into Dubby later to make those. We will see how the day goes on. If not, I'll be doing Dubby one day next week for definite, because I tend to cosplay Dubby once a week if I can. Sometimes once every 2 weeks. It depends on the volume of videos and content I make. And again, I am going to do a Dubby tutorial of how I do his makeup. A lot of people have been asking for that. A lot of people have been asking for it, so I will be doing that. One day next week probably. So look out for it, and I will post it once I've done it. And yeah, this is it. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that sort of stuff. I hope you're all keeping safe and well, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.